Do you need to plug in your laptop?
Yeah.
All right. Type in OMF, no spaces, space, install, space, Batman. Enter. So we're installing a Batman theme for Fish. It's just one. There's lots of themes you can find. Don't worry about any of those errors. If you type in "Oh My Fish themes," you'll find lots of different ones, and you can find one you like better if there's one you like better. All right, so type in exit. We're going to exit out of Fish. Enter. So now we're back in Bash. Type in Fish, and we'll be back in Fish, and we should see what they call a bat symbol. See that little 2 marks at the beginning there?
Yeah.
That's a bat symbol. So this will compress your location. Instead of having everything spelled out, it'll compress things down a little bit and has autocomplete features. All right, so we're going to cd space. The location of your Windows directory is in /MNT, which stands for mount, /C, /users with a capital U. So hit tab because it's showing you the users. And then whatever your user account is. If you don't remember, hit enter and we'll ls and find it. Jira, there it is. Tab. So hit enter now. And then type in ls. Make sure we are where we want to be. Okay. So where do you want to create another folder? We want to clone something down just to make sure that our SSH is set up properly. So do you want to make a new directory, or do you have a directory already you want to use?
I already have one, so my document.
Okay. What did you type in?
Yeah.
You went to CD.
Oh.
I don't know what you did.
Heck.
Clear your screen or something. That was interesting. All right. There you go. All right. So we're going to do git clone, and then you're going to make a new directory or whatever you want to do.
Projects.
It doesn't believe there are projects in here. Might want to do an ls. Just ls by itself.
It's capital P.
Okay, yeah. So as you use Fish, it'll kind of learn what you do a little bit, and it'll start recommending things to you as you go. It's pretty nice.
Do you want to clone something?
Yep. We'll hop into GitHub and just clone something real quick. And it really doesn't matter what either, just something.
Never seen a screen before.
Yeah. Interesting. All right. Let's.
Oh yeah, I didn't put anything inside the repository.
Yeah. Let's exit out of fish and bash. And exit out of this bash too. And let's create a new bash with our mouse up in that little drop down arrow to the right. Yeah. We'll do a new WSL bash. And you can set a shortcut key for this too if you want. All right. We'll wait a minute for this to load. It'll be in bash by default. You can switch to fish or not. It doesn't matter. But we're going to cd into your directory again. You can use your right arrow key to also do that. This is going to bring up a lot of options because there's a lot of things that could match what you're doing. So push your right arrow key. It'll automatically select what you have. Oh, go back. I'm not sure what happened. And use your right arrow key. That was not arrow key. Push O. Is it a 0? Do you have arrow keys in your keyboard?
Yeah, the up, down, left, right.
Type in the P at least. Now hit tab. Let's go ahead and delete your sh test. Do rm space -r, and then type in your sh test. And once you get the sh, hit, there you go. Now you can tab, enter. All right, so let's clone something that isn't yours.
All right.
Just, I don't know, go to any kind of project on GitHub. Yeah, the React component tree, that'd be cool. You are not having to type in a password, and I don't know why, but that's fine, I guess. Do you have any idea why?
Nope, never heard about this password thing before.
You've never had a password? Do you have to use a password?
No, it's always just type it in.
Okay, well, I don't know what that's about.
What's the password for anyway?
It's to authenticate what you're doing. So I don't know. Maybe when you do a git push, I don't know. So cd into the new directory you just created. Probably need to ls. It's probably called React component. I don't know. No, it's not. Just do ls. Is it called tree? Did you already have a tree directory? Because you have one now.
I guess.
cd into that. See what happens. ls. This is probably new, right?
Yeah, it's new.
All right. Assets, examples, source, test. Yeah. All right. Touch. TOUCH space. Just, I don't know, file. Enter. Then git add, git commit, and git push. Use your -m. Then git push. And maybe this will ask you for your password. Hold on a second. What? Why is it asking you for your username? Wait, are you pushing to Cozen?
No,
Oh, you are.
I am.
We didn't fork it to your GitHub. You cloned directly from theirs.
Oh, wait. Why would I push to mine though? Well, it says unable to access GitHub /3component /tree.
Right. So it was asking for the username and password for the guy who owns for Cozen. That's not you, right?
No, I'm Cozen.
You are Cozen.
Yeah.
Type in git space remote space -v. Yep, enter. So that's them. Go into your GitHub or go into GitHub. And click, scroll up, click the fork button. Yeah, fork it to yours. All right, copy the URL at the top. And then go back in terminal. And we're going to type in git space remote space add. And then we're going to type in upstream. And then we're going to paste in your URL. You use shift insert. I don't know if Control V works. Enter. Let's see if this works. Git remote -v again, which is just up. Enter. So there's the upstream. So type in git push upstream and hit enter. We might need to put master after that. I don't know. Just hit enter. No.
Work.
Yeah, that's fine, but I don't like that you're still having to type in your username and password. That's not cool. Because your SSH key is added, you should be set up.
Look at it. Yeah. Never use. That's right. Then I can check if SSH is configured on here properly.
Oh, wait. Go back into GitHub. Go back to the repository and go to the clone or download, the green button. Yep. Your clone with HTTPS. See where it says use SSH? There we go.
Oh,
That's the difference. So now it'll ask you for just your SSH password. You should always be using SSH. It's secure. It encrypts the data. It can't be kind of caught. So CD out of this directory. Yep. Well, that's a little far back. CD back into your directory now. If you had a right arrow key on your keyboard, you just push the right arrow button right now. Like it's literally, you just don't have arrow keys that work at all?
at work.
There it is, yeah. So then project, the capital P, right? Or it's in documents first.
Oh yeah.
And that's with the capital D as well. And then projects, enter. So now we're going to rm minus r tree. That means we're going to remove tree and everything in it. Yep. And now we're going to git clone, shift, insert. Now we're going to do it with SSH this time. Enter.
Okay, so
Yes. So now your SSH password. There it is. So now just make sure you're on the SSH whenever you clone from now on, and
Yeah.
it'll ask you for this password. And this is
So
always
what
the way
happens
you should
if I
do
don't encrypt? So can someone like hack my stuff or something?
it. You really shouldn't worry about it too much because you are home. But if anybody else on your Wi-Fi or on your network, they can intercept the data packets being sent back and forth. And if it's not encrypted, they can read it in plain text. So it doesn't really matter when you're working on this open source project. But if you're working on something that wasn't open source or something you didn't want somebody to get to, then that would suck. So it's just good to build the right habits now and do things the right way.
Yeah. All right. So we cross that up.
So now let's do one more thing. Let's go ahead and kind of customize your commander. Go up to one of your WSL bridges and right click on it at the top of the page. And we're going to edit. Nope, we're going to view palettes. I was wrong. And if you hover over a palette, will it change? No, it won't. So you just need to click these and see which one you like best.
All right.
I'm using Solar Me. Oh, also type in ls real quick. You'll want to see a listing of directories and how they change. Because the palette will affect the way things look. You're in edit, you get a palette. There you go.
No, what's up, boy? Yeah, I'll just keep on the U-boot too.
Okay. Can you read the directories in there?
Yeah, read it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so now you know how to change those. You can change transparency. You know how to open up new consoles. You have the fish. You're comfortable with that. You're now using GitHub with SSH. You know how to make directories and files through command line, right?
Yeah, it's touch.
Touches for files, mkdirs for making directories. You can remove a file with rm, remove a directory with rm-r. I think, and you had to open up a project with VS Code, right?
Yeah, it's cold. I forgot the call something.
If you are in the directory, it's code period, space period, right?
Yeah.
If you're not in the directory, so right now, if you type in code space tree, it'll open it up in code.
So if I'm not in it, code space and then the name of it. If I'm in it, it's code space. I mean code period.
If you're in it, it's code period. That's right. Because period means current directory.
All right.
That's it. I mean, so you're set up for the most part. There's always more stuff to learn, more stuff to do. I think that's pretty much it.
That boot camp teach you all this stuff?
No.
Yeah. Oh, then you're learning on your own.
Yes. This is all just because I'm a nerd and I like to do this kind of stuff. And I'm really picky about the way things are. I want my computer to do what I want it to do, the way I want it to do it. So I wanted a terminal that could have multiple tabs. And I wanted it to be able to pop up and down through a command on my keyboard. I didn't want to have to like click on something with my mouse.
So, you get to learn all this stuff.
So I just learned a lot of stuff, and I wanted auto completion. So I learned about fish, and I wanted things to look a certain way. So I learned about how to do the customizations. Just little things that probably if I would have spent that time learning to code instead, I would know a lot more, but I wouldn't be as happy with my development environment. So I'm okay with the trade-off. And I learned a whole lot about just computer stuff in general, things that I think are valuable to know.
You can make money off this. Make your own courses. Kind of like install all this stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we're gonna make our own Teachable. We're gonna have like a Git course and a terminal course and different things. You want to be like a part of it once we start making them?
Possibly. It sounds pretty cool. It sounds like I enjoy that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and we'll pay you too.
Cool. Sounds like fun. I think we should set up a time to do. I found a really cool repository that is not. It doesn't teach you Git, but it tests your knowledge of Git. So it's something that we could do together, and I could walk you guys through, and it would introduce you to doing version control with Git. So it allows you to check out something that you've done previously to kind of undo changes you've made.
Yeah.
And it'll teach you how to merge. We'll practice merging a little bit more. And there's just a lot of different things. It's only 10 steps to complete the challenge, whatever. But each one gets harder and harder. It's really like an intermediate level Git knowledge required, but it's a lot of fun. It's like a riddle command line game thing. I don't really know how best to describe it, but it's something we could do together. Probably take us an hour to 90 minutes to kind of cover everything.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like a date. We should have a date set for that. Probably on. So do you have a GitHub?
Do you use like a calendar?
I think it's a Windows calendar.
Do you use that?
No.
Have you ever used Thunderbird?
Nope.
So Thunderbird was created by Mozilla, the same people that made Firefox. and it's an email client. So you can do your email locally instead of having to open up your email, like your Google account. And then you can also sync your Google Calendar with it, which is really nice. So it's a desktop application where I get my email, then I get notifications that pop up in my window for emails I care about and for calendar events that I've scheduled. It's a really nice way to kind of keep organized when you have a lot of stuff going on. You can also connect to IRC with it. I don't know if you do any kind of IRC or not.
What's that?
Internet relay chat. It is where, so like if you wanted to be involved in the React project, that's how you could get involved. The guys who build React have an IRC channel where anybody can be involved in there and talk about IRC. There's IRC for HTML5, for CSS, for JavaScript web development. It's just chat rooms that developers typically are using to discuss those kinds of things.
It sounds cool.
Yes. A lot of people stay logged in there all the time, and then you can go in there and ask questions, and you can get answers from people who are actually developing the stuff that you're trying to learn how to use.
How do I like go to that? The website or something?
Well, you will need an IRC client. So it's a big thing. I just use Thunderbird, and it has a default IRC client built in. There's other ones you can download. There are browser-based IRC websites you can use. So you'll need to make an IRC account.
Is it here?
Yeah, that's what I use. I like Thunderbird a lot for managing my email, my calendars.
It has everything in there.
Yep. There's an add-on that you'll use for your calendars if you use that. But I don't know. I have a lot going on. So I have my calendar, I have my wife's calendar in here. I have calendar for my boot camp, for my kids' school events. So I have several different calendars. They're all just Google calendars, and so they're synced to my Android phone. And right here on my computer, because they're all just in Google, you know? I can usually just create events and know what's going on. You don't need to, it's already downloaded. You don't need to donate anything if you don't want.
Oh.
It downloads automatically. So, but you will need to Google or search for IRC to learn how to get set up. It's not hard. You just need to make an account, and then, yeah, you should use that as your default mail application, I think. Do you use your email account, any kind of other email application?
Only use that online, not offline.
Right. So this is just for offline.
All right.
Obviously, if you had something else you were using, then you can keep using that. So you'll just type in your information right there, and it'll sync. You will use IMAP. You authenticate your account.
Just set default or what?
Yeah, I would just leave it like it is. Yep, just set default. So it'll download all your email for you. It'll just take a while. Go into the menu. It's the hamburger icon. On the right, down, left, up. There it is. Yep. And go to add-ons. Add-ons. Click on add-ons. Yep. And we need to. Can you make it maximize it? I can't see where it's at. There it is. Up and coming. On the right. Up and coming on the right. Click on see all. There you go. And then search at the top for. Actually, no, wait. Thunderbird. That's not what we want. Click on calendar and date time on the left. Yep.
Lightning.
No, Lightning's automatic. Scroll down. Maybe it's the open Google Calendar. Click on that. No, we don't want the web interface. That's not it. All right. Click in the search. Type in Google Calendar.
Yes.
Provider. Maybe it's provider for Google Calendar. Click that. Does this one require Lightning? Is that what it says? Scroll down. Lightning to yeah, this is what you want. And then at the top right, it says restart now. All right, press the Alt key. And then go to File, New. And then we want Calendar. Network. Next. Google Calendar. Next. Enter your email address. Yep. Do both of them. Next. And finish. So now on the top right, you can close that tab. And the next one. Hold on. In the bottom right, click Keep. And whatever you want to do there, yes or no, it's your choice. All right, so now on the top right, you click on the calendar. That'll be your tasks. That's your calendar. Yep. So this is your calendar right here. You can
What's
go
up, guys?
Okay.
I'm at a wedding.
Yeah,
I just wanted to pop in and say hello.
Hi. Yeah, he is. He's loud.
Yeah.
Did you mute him?
You muted him. Wait, I don't know. He just, I don't know if that was him or, I don't know.
I was going to, but he didn't. Anyway,
I think he muted himself.
so you can now go to week view, multi-week, and month. So you probably aren't using your calendar for much now, but I'd recommend it, especially with this group. So
All right, sweet.
let's plan. So if I were you, I would even I would make a new calendar. Can you just right click over there? So go to the calendars, go to the left. Underneath where it says calendar, you have home, Mr. Tinsley, and my tasks. Go down. Right click below that. And new calendar. And make, hold on a second. Put it on, do my computer, it's fine. And I would call it W3 Dragons. And you can change the color if you want. Yeah. The next. Finish. So now for your dragons, I would go to the time that you guys are meeting, and I would go ahead and create your events. Should I just like maybe right click or so you don't meet on Saturdays, do you?
No.
And so you can click in the time slot where you meet, or you can go to the top where it says event. Above that and to the left a little bit. There you go, event. So we're going to create a new event, and you're going to just call it, what do you guys, whatever you want to call your meetings. The location is a Zoom chat, so that changes. You really can't do much about that. If you had a consistent Zoom room, you could put that URL there, and that'd be nice. All right, so the start time, put your start time. Put it on Monday, the 21st. Scroll down to the 21st and click the 21. There you go. And put the time that it starts to the right. The time it ends is 9, right?
And 8.
Okay. And then for repeat, click repeat. And put weekly, and then I'll put it Monday through Friday until forever. Give yourself a reminder if you want. I would suggest a reminder. I mean, you already know, but a little reminder is always good. And then you'll be considered busy. That's good. Now, if you go to invite attendees, you can actually enter the emails of everybody who does this, and you can invite them to see the calendar and to see the events and to get the reminders as well. And if anything's changed, you can edit the times in the calendar and everybody will get the notifications. But when you're done, you can click save and close. So you're going to create it for just this one day, and the repeat will actually repeat it every day of the week because you chose weekly. I think that's right. If not, we'll fix it. Yep, close that. And go to week view. To the right. There you go. So only that one day. Okay, right click on the Dragons class. See if we can fix that. We want to edit or open. Yep. Edit all occurrences. Yep. We need to fix the repeat. So the repeat is weekly. Well, we don't want to end it the next day. So click on repeat. Do custom. Oh, wait. No, cancel.
I think
it said every weekday, right?
Every day, yeah.
Yeah. No, not weekly. Click it again. Every weekday. There it is. So now save and close.
Yeah. So this one's just for Monday, right? Every Monday.
We're editing every one, so now it'll be every weekday when you save it and close it.
All right.
There it is. So, and you can modify individual occurrences if you want. And so if you go to month view, and you'll see it every month.
Yeah.
So now that's your Dragons class. I'm looking at my calendar right now. And if you guys wanted to do a meeting this week, I could do one Thursday. I could jump in at 6 o'clock and do it then. That is the 7th. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong week. Yeah, Thursday is still good. And the 24th.
All right.
So does that sound good to you?
24th for me is Friday.
Thursday, January 24th?
That's just May.
Why are you in May? That's cool.
Uh,
Go back. Go the other direction. Yeah.
oh, yeah.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to schedule a meeting. Then I will invite you. The duration is going to be an hour and a half. For me, it'll be 6 p.m. We don't need a password. All right, schedule. Give me a second. Let me sync this. Oh. Open, invite. All right, so I'm going to invite you by, I guess, your email. What's the email for you?
Mr. Tinsley with 2 E's, TINSLEEY
Okay.
at gmail.com.
Send and close. So you should get an email notification shortly.
All right.
And it might not show up right away because
I heard the noise.
so go home. Yep. Go to inbox.
It's fair.
I don't think so. That's a webinar. Ancestry.com. Click on Get Messages in the top left. That forces a sync right away. But it might not have sent right away. So get all new messages. And it could be even that I messed up. You're looking at your inbox.
Oh, it's at the bottom. It's not,
Oh,
we're
okay.
upside down. So like,
So click on that, and then where it says accept. Click that, and you're going to add it to your W3 Dragon. So that's perfect. That's where you want it. So now if you look at your calendar, and you go to the 24th, I think I just got a notification that you accepted. Go look at the 24th. Click on the 24th itself. It didn't do exactly what I was wanting. All right, close that event. We don't want to make a new event. Go back into your inbox. And scroll down. There should be a way where you can add this to your calendar. Maybe view your event. Try that.
where's that?
At the bottom of the web page or the email. Scroll down. This says view your event at. Click that.
Oh,
There it is. So it's continue or ask me later, whatever. All right, so go back and look at your calendar in Thunderbird again. It probably it's not going to sync 24. Like it's not going to be constantly pushing and pulling. The top left, it says synchronize. Click that button. Let's see if it will. You're looking at May again, by the way. I'm not sure how that happened again.
oh, why it's on?
So use your left. Click on today. Click where it says, never mind, that works.
Oh, yes, it is.
So it did do it. We just didn't see it. So you'll get a notification 5 minutes before. And if you click on it, are you using your mouse wheel to scroll?
No.
You're in 2018 now. It's your mouse wheel, isn't it? Yeah, that's what's going on. That's why it's doing that, because you're on month view. So you're scrolling a month at a time when you use your mouse.
Oh.
So now you're going to scroll a week at a time
For
the hours. So go back to month, and you can scroll back to January. So go to the next week. Previous, one more. We went to 24th. There we go. So you can scroll down. Oh, you went too far. So right now you're looking at from 12 a.m. to, there we go. So there's the guy, Brian. Zoom meeting, click on that. And I think you should be able to invite other people. So open that. You cannot. Okay. So what would be cool is if I could change. that. So you
You gotta make me like a moderator or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's possible. Let's look and see.
Organizer. If you gotta like add me as an organizer.
Right. So right now I have you set as a guest. Here's an edit.
I can see messages.
Guest can, it says guest can invite others. Go look at it again. You can send me a message. That's cool.
How do I send it though?
The send button in the top left.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh. We gotta like refresh it or something.
Status confirmed. No reminder. Attendees. Click in the attendees box. Double click in there. Right click in there.
Nope.
Interesting. So it could just be the way the Google Calendar is. Go to your hamburger menu again. We're going to add one more add-on. Add-ons. And go to see all on the right. And open Google Calendar, add to Thunderbird. Yep. Restart now in the top right. Do you see on the right-hand side it has events? It has upcoming 5 days. Click that down a little bit. There it is. So if you click the arrow, there we go. So you can see Guy Bryant Zoom meeting. So here's where you can see what's kind of coming up in your week if you have things planned and scheduled at a glance, which is really nice. But now we also have this Google Calendar right there. Yep. This is the, so you need to log in again. It could just be that you can't get all the features integrated into the add-on we have that lets us do the lightning features. So this will open up the actual Google Calendar like a web page. But it'll open it right here. So go to the 24th. Open that up. So there's you. There's the Zoom link that we're going to be using. Options. Nope. Go to the pencil. Yep. Add guests. There's a plus sign to the right. You can also use, oh yeah, there you go. So if you have anybody's URL, you can do it that way. But what would be cool is, I'm going to Google this. Share Google Calendar event link. Next to calendar, share this calendar. That's not it.
And we had 26 people in it, and we only had 5.
Wow. So you deleted everybody who left.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. If I click publish event, use this code on your site so that visitors can add this event. Oh, copy. All right, so I'm going to put this in the main Dragons chat. So now others can click on that if they want, and then they can add it to their calendar that way. Click that real quick. What does it show you, if you don't mind? Cool. So they can, it'll let them add it. But that's no big deal. You can't find it. You've already got it. Okay, that's cool. Obviously, you don't have to use the calendaring, whatever. If it doesn't make your life any better, I wouldn't do it, But
Yeah.
as you get more busy with more things, you can use the calendar to sync up with people to make sure that everybody's on the same page. You can also invite others to your actual calendar, your Dragons calendar, and then you can modify what is right now. It's just called Dragons class, right? So you can go through and edit any particular day and put links. So like, hey, on this day we're doing a workshop on responsive design. And so you can edit that in the calendar, and so people can see what you're doing each day.
Yeah, that could come handy. All right. What's that message thing? What's that thing you're talking about? Like when developers connect to it, and then
hold on a second. Hey, Tamari.
so looking back.
All right. Well, I think it is 11 o'clock. Man, I'm so tired. I get up at like 3 every day. So
Usually some sleep.
Yeah, I'm ready to go to bed. All right. Well, it's been cool hanging out with you. I'm not sure where John is still.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if he'll actually watch the video or not. So, John, if you get this far, I commend you for watching all of this. This is really more something you kind of do live, typically, I think. But I'm going to stop the recording now.